Hello students, welcome back once again to my maths class. In today's video session, we are going to talk about the chapter 5 of class 10th, that is quadratic equations. And now here students, where did we hear this word quadratic equations? Yes, you are right that we heard this word previously in our class 9th in linear polynomials, and also we heard this word in chapter 3 of linear polynomials in class 10th. Right? Now here, how did we hear this word of quadratic polynomials? We heard it as polynomial of x, that is ax square plus bx plus c. Right? Like this we heard. That is, this is a quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. Why it is a quadratic polynomial? We discussed this like in our chapter of polynomials. When the degree of the variable x is 2, then that equation is called as a quadratic polynomial. If the degree is 3, cubic polynomial. If the degree is 1, linear polynomial. Right? So, this is a quadratic polynomial. We heard it in polynomials chapter. Now, if I say that this quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, the value of this polynomial equates to 0, then this is called as a quadratic equation. This is called as a quadratic equation. Right. Then if the value of the polynomial equates to 0, it becomes a quadratic equation. Now, the condition is that a must not be equal to 0. That means the coefficient of the x square variable must not be equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, this part becomes 0. Only we find on bx plus c. That means a linear polynomial we get. So, a must not be equal to 0 and a, b, c are real numbers. Okay, this is a condition also in the quadratic polynomial. A must not be equal to 0 and a, b, c are the real numbers. Right. Now, when we see this polynomial here, if I give some examples like if I say that in real life situations, let me quote some examples in real life. If I give the value of a as 2, b as 3, right, and c as somewhat 4. These are the values of the real life situations. I'll be giving some quadratic equations. If a value is 2, it becomes 2x square plus b is 3 means 3x plus 4 equal to 0. Right? Same way, if the a value is 1, b is 1, c is 1, that means it comes to x square plus x plus 1 equals to 0. Right. Likewise, if the a value is 0, b value 0, c value 0, then 0x square, that means 0, plus 0x, 0 again plus 0. That means it comes to 0 equal to 0. This is not a quadratic equation, isn't it? Though a, b, c are real numbers, but the condition is that a must not be equal to 0. The condition that a must not be equal to 0. That means let me take a as 1. Okay, a1, b0, c0. So, now let's write the quadratic equation. X square plus 0x plus 0 equal to 0. Okay, b and c are 0. So, bx c is plus c are 0. So, x square is 0. This is rightly a quadratic equation. Is it a quadratic equation? Yes, truly it's a quadratic equation because having degree of the polynomial 2. So, the condition is that degree is 2. What is degree? Degree is the highest power of the variable x. Okay. Now, these are the examples in real life situation for a quadratic equation. Now, if we take, let me take another example in our general situations. If you take your classroom, right? It is in a rectangle shape classroom. Let the area be 200 square meters. Okay, and if I suppose the breadth of your classroom be x and the length is twice the breadth given. So if the length is twice the breadth, if I am supposing breadth as x, length will be twice the x. Okay, so how we'll write this in the form of a quadratic equation? Like, we know that the area is, because this is the classroom in the shape of rectangle, area is length into breadth, right? Length is 2x into breadth is x. Okay, this is already given as 200 square meters, the area of the rectangle, right? 2x square equal to 200. Now if I take 2 to the other side, it comes to division, that is x square equal to 100. Okay, this is a quadratic equation, x square minus 100. Okay, so this is a real life situation. Like, and if I want to find the dimensions, so if x square is equal to 100, now x value is root of 100. Root of 100 comes to plus or minus 10, isn't it? But we cannot take minus 10 because it is the measurement, the length and breadth cannot be in negative. So we should take 10 meters. So the breadth is 10 meters and the length is twice the breadth, so 20 meters. So in this way, this is a real life situation. The classroom, your classroom breadth and length and the area. So also we use these quadratic equations in many situations, like when the rocket is fired to space, the path of the rocket is defined by a quadratic function. And also the dish antennas placed above in the terrace of your houses, the shape of the dish antennas is also a quadratic function, right? And also we also see the lens which we use in the spectacles, right? The lens, the shape of the lens is also defined by a quadratic functions. There are so many uses of the quadratic equations. So this is all about the quadratic equations. Now we will start our exercise 5.1. Okay, quickly pause the video and copy down the notes. Now, before starting this exercise 5.1, check whether the following are quadratic equations. I have noted down 2 problems for you. There are few more problems that you have to do it for your homework, right? Now before starting this, I'll tell you one. 1 minus 3x plus 2x square equals to 0. Is this a quadratic equation? Yes, right. This is a quadratic equation because it is having degree 2. But this is not placed in a order, like in an order of a standard form. The standard form is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So we have to place them in the standard form. Now placing it into the standard form, first you have to write 2x square variable, then write the x variable, then the constant. So this is the standard form. So what I did, I have rearranged the terms. Same terms I have rearranged into the standard form. Now this forms a quadratic, even this is a quadratic equation no matter, but when you are writing it in a standard form, that means when you are rearranging them in a standard form, how do you rearrange? In the descending powers of x. Okay, descending powers of x. Now x square, now x to the power of 1, here a constant means x to the power of 0. Something to the power of 0 is 0. Something to the power of 0 is 1, right? So x to the power of 0, x square, x to the power of 1, x to the power of 0. That means I am rearranging the terms in the form of the descending order of the powers of the x variable. So after rearranging only we have to proceed. Now if the same thing, the same quadratic equation, if I take like this 2x square, if I add some other terms 3x cube, is this a quadratic equation? No, because it is having a degree 3. So this is a cubic polynomial, not a quadratic polynomial. So like this, first we have to rearrange them in the descending orders of the powers of x. Now let's proceed to the exercise, that is the first problem, check whether the following are quadratic equations. Just check them whether they are quadratic. By simply seeing them, we cannot judge whether they are quadratic equations or not. So we have to simplify them. Now here, if you see to the left hand side, x plus 1 whole square, we have to expand it by a plus b whole square identity. Now I'll expand it here. A plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay? So this is identity, algebraic identity. So in this way I'll expand this. X square plus 2ab, 2 into x into 1, that is 2x, plus b square is 1. 1 square 1. Now to the right hand side, just we have to open the brackets, multiplying 2 to the both the terms, 2x minus 6. Okay. Now bring all the terms to one side. If you take 2x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 2x, if it comes this side, it becomes minus 2x plus 6 equals to 0. Now the like terms, adding the like terms. See here, plus 2x minus 2x gets cancelled, and here it comes to x square plus 7 equal to 0. So I have simplified this and I've written it here. And this is of degree 2. Therefore, it is quadratic equation. Now given that, you have to check whether this is a quadratic equation or not. Right? So we have checked that this is a quadratic equation. Now coming to the seventh problem, there are few more problems. Just do it for yourself. If you do it for yourself, then only you will be getting in the maths. Right? Now here, we cannot judge by seeing, just by observing it, we cannot judge that it is a quadratic or not. We'll simplify it. Now here, this is a cube here, a plus b whole cube. Right? Identity. Let us expand this identity. A cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Algebraic identity. According to that, I'll expand where a is x, b is 2. Right? Now x cube plus 3 into a square, x square into b. This dot is multiplication, right? Now plus 3 into a into b square. B square is 2 square, that is 4. B cube is 2 cube, that is 8. Okay. And that side also is there. This is the LHS part, RHS part. Just multiplying the term to both the terms. 2x into x square comes to 2x cube. 2x minus 2x. Right? Now here, x cube plus 6x square plus 12x plus 8. Bring those terms to this side. Minus 2x cube plus 2x. The signs will be changed if they are brought to the other side. Equals to 0. Now the like terms, cubic terms, cubes, the square terms, square, like terms you need to add. Now x cube and minus 2x, it comes to minus x cube. This x, 6x square, and there is no x square term here. So 6x square. Now x term and x term, 12x comes to 14x plus 8 equal to 0. Here the degree is, see here, minus 2 minus x square here. Is there any x term? No. 6x square, right, 6x square, 12 and 2 comes to 14x, 8x. Now here the degree is 3, right? The highest power of the variable, degree is 3. Therefore, it is not quadratic equation. It is not a quadratic equation. Okay? Pause the video and quickly note it down. Let's see the next problem. The second problem, represent the following situations in the form of a quadratic equations. Now here given, in that 4 problems are given, and I'll be doing this third and the fourth. The first and the second, they are simple. You can do it for yourself, right? Now the third problem in this, in the second part, the third one. Okay, I'll read out for you. Rohan's mother age is 26 years older than him. The product of their ages after 3 years will be 360 years. We need to find the present Rohan's age. Okay, here given that represent the following situations in the form of quadratic equations, right? Here. Now we have to suppose this, just we have to, the verbal problem we have to bring it into the quadratic equation. Now let us suppose the Rohan's age. Let the Rohan's age, Rohan's present age be x years, right? Some x. Now given in the problem that his mother's age is 26 older than him. So therefore Rohan's mother age is 26 years. So x plus 26 years. Right. Now also given that after, isn't it? Now given, yeah, the product of their ages after 3 years. After 3 years. So given in the problem after 3 years. The condition is after 3 years, Rohan's age also will be increased to 3. Also his mother age will be increased to 3, isn't it? So after 3 years, Rohan's age will be is x plus 3. The same, his mother's age or Rohan's mother age is, the present is x plus 26, and after 3 years again 3 you have to add. That comes to x plus 29 years. Right. And also given that the product of their ages after 3 years is 360. So after 3 years the ages are these two, and the product, that means given in problem, the product, that means x plus 3 Rohan's age after 3 years and x plus 29 his mother's age after 3 years is equal to 360. This is the condition given. Now here asked is that represent the following situations in a quadratic equation. Now just here it's still not in the quadratic form. We have to simplify. Now multiplying each term to the terms. First take first term. You know the product, how to multiply the binomials. These two are binomials, isn't it? Product of the binomials. Take one term, multiply it with the two terms. Next take the second term, multiply it with the other two terms. Now first I am taking x into x square. X into 29 is 29x. Now over with these two. Now take the second term. 3 into x, 3x, and 3 into 29. This comes to 87. Okay. So equals to 360. Right. Like terms, we will be adding x square plus 29 plus 3. This comes to 32x plus 87, and bring this 360 inside. So it becomes minus 360. So 0. Okay. 360. Let us subtract 360. 87 here. Now 3, 15, 8 means comes to 7. Right. 273. Right. So x square plus 32x minus, because minus sign is there for the bigger one. So minus 273 equal to 0. So this is the representation of the verbal problem situation. Here this is the representation. This is the answer, where you have to write what is the x variable, where x is Rohan's present age. Present age. So this is a quadratic equation where our x variable is the Rohan's present age. Like this, we can represent the quadratic equations with using the situations. Now quickly copy down. Let's do the next one. Now this, in the second part, the fourth problem. Okay, I'll read out. A train travels a distance of 480 kilometers at a uniform speed. If the speed has been 8 kilometers per hour less than it would have taken 3 hours. Then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. Okay, we need to find the speed of the train. And given that, the question in that, we have to represent the following situations in the form of the quadratic equation, right? Now here, if we see, the train travels a distance of 480 kilometers at a uniform speed. And also we know that here, we know that time is equal to distance by speed, right? Speed is equal to distance by time. So I've interchanged. Time is equal to distance by speed. This we know. And we will suppose let the speed of the train be x kilometers per hour. Okay? X kilometers per hour. Speed is calculated by distance by time, kilometers per hour, isn't it? Now here, and let us see that the time given in the problem is that it has taken a distance 480 kilometers, isn't it? Now, yeah, it travels a distance of 480 kilometers, speed, uniform speed. Now let me take the time taken to cover 480 kilometers, okay, distance. That means to cover this, the time is equal to distance by speed. The distance is our 480, okay, by speed is x, okay. So this is the time taken. Now it will be 8 hours less. Now given that, also given if the speed has been 8 kilometers less, so if the speed is 8, if speed is 8 hours, okay, 8 hours or 8 kilometers, 8 kilometers per hour, okay, 8 kilometers per hour less, okay, if it is less, then the time taken, let's calculate the time, then the time taken to cover the same distance, the same distance is what? 480 kilometers, okay. So I will find the time taken. The time is again distance by speed. So the same distance 480, but the speed is less, 8 kilometers less. Actual speed is x and less is 8 kilometers. So the speed is 8 kilometers then the time taken to cover the same distance is 480 by x minus 8. You understood this? This point is very important here. First I am taking the time to cover the uniform speed distance is 480 kilometers. So this is distance by time speed. Distance by speed is the time taken. Now for 8 kilometers less, that means for 8 x minus 8. So this is the speed here. This is the distance. Now the time covered for the same distance is that. And also given that here by problem, given in problem that it would have taken 3 hours more if 8 kilometers less, the speed is less for 8 kilometers, it would have taken 8 kilometers more. That means 3 hours more here, 3 hours more. So if I take 3, how do we get 3 hours more? If you subtract this from this, these two are nothing but the time. That means the time taken. The second situation is that it is 8 kilometers less. This is the time, and this is the time when it is in normal speed in x kilometers per hour. So if you subtract these two only, we will get this much more. 3 hours more means just subtracting this time with this time. So here 480 by x minus 8 minus 480 by x. So if you subtract this, you get 3 hours more. So it will be taking 3 hours more to cover a distance and a speed of 8 kilometers less, right? Now from this situation, now here we will be simplifying it and we will be bringing into a quadratic equation. Now if you take the LCM here, x minus 8, right? These two are the LCM parts. Now x minus 8 Here x minus 8 once, x minus 8. So x must be multiplied to the numerator, 480x minus, now x is x times, now this must be multiplied to here. So minus 480 x minus 8. This is 3. Right, now we will open the bracket, 480 minus 480x plus minus into minus plus 8 by, here also open the bracket, x square minus 8x equals to 3. Right, now if you take this 480x gets cancelled. Now 8 by x square minus 8x equals to 3. Just cross multiply the term there. Here we have done something wrong here. See here, 480 into x is 480x minus plus 480 into 8. You should not write this. Is 480 into 8 comes to 1280. Okay. Yeah, 480 into 8. Let's check out. 480 into 8. 0. It is 64. 32. 8 4 is 32 plus 6. No, it's not 1280, it is 64, it was a 32, 38, 40. So we will be doing something wrong if you are not perfect. So minus into minus plus 38, 40. Here again let me check out 480x minus 480x plus 38, 40. Here also 38, 40, right? Now here. Then cross multiply it here. It comes to 3840 equals to multiply 3x square minus 8 3s are 24x. Right. Now bring it to one side. Now this will shift it to the other side. Here 0. 3x square minus 24x minus 3840. Now let's write it here in the descending orders. Powers of x minus 24x minus 3840 equals to 0. If you see here, there is, we can multiply, divide it with 3 here. It is divisible by 3. How? Here 12 plus 3, 15. 15 means, so I'm summing the digits. If that sum is divided by 3, then this number is divided by 3. So it goes with 3. Divide throughout. Divide by 3 throughout, right? So it will be reduced to x square. Here 8x. Here if you divide by 3, let's check out here how much. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. Here how much? 24. 3 8s are and 0. So it comes to 1280 equals to 0. This is the rough part. Okay. Now this is the quadratic equation. We have represented this strain problem into the quadratic equation, where now we need to write the x variable. What is our x here? Where x is the speed of train. So we should mention what is x. We have mentioned in the other problem, that is the present age of the Rohan. Now here likewise we'll be writing and representing the quadratic equation. Now with this we completed the whole exercise. Now in the next video session we will be looking the exercise 5.2. Now pause the video and quickly copy down. Thank you all.